Hello, my name is Prime, and welcome back to Prime News. And recently, SES Software released a very exciting blog post for American Truck Simulator, announcing that the 1.56 open beta update is now available. As per usual, I will have the link for the blog post down in the description below. That is where you can find the handful of screenshots and the information I'll be summarizing. 1.56 open beta is now available for us ATS players to opt into if you so choose to, and you can do so via Steam in the betas tab. Simply select public beta, and you are good to go. The game will update and you will be running the beta version of 1.56. Now, in terms of features, 1.56 is going to be an interesting update for ATS, as it has what I'll call as two more major gameplay/visual elements for us ATS players, and a handful of other UI or user interface improvements as well. More specifically, the dynamic loading and unloading feature, or dynamic cargo, will be improved on within the 1.56 update, allowing us ATS players to use the feature with more cargo types. Anyone who owns a logging trailer or a chip van trailer in ATS, when hauling cargoes such as large tubes, logs, utility poles, and metal scraps for the chip van, the dynamic cargo feature will be fully enabled, which is very exciting. As the blog post states, at selected depots across the USA, there is a new material handler to load and unload goods. I'm always happy to see the dynamic cargo feature improving and expanding. It really does add such a realistic layer to ATS, and I can't wait to see where this feature goes in the future. Another highlight feature of this update is the new height blend effect or modeling technique used to essentially blend, hence the name, the transition point between different types of terrains and surfaces. And SES Software provides a few examples, a before and now, meaning 1.56, where there's more depth within the transition point and ultimately makes the various textures look more realistic along the way. And I really like the parking lot example where there's the grass or moss growing up in the pavement or concrete squares as it is in the picture. The feature makes things more pronounced and once again realistic, which is great to see. And now on to what is arguably the bulk of the 1.56 update in terms of the changelog, the more user interface and accessibility side, where there's a handful of features that are being reworked. First of all, as a bit of a quality of life improvement, is the ability to now select if you'd like the interior camera zoom button to be a hold or toggle. And now more specifically on the user interface side, the new profile creation and startup flow or profile selection screens have been updated, modernizing the screens, making them more of a tiled menu approach instead of a classic list. Essentially just the next stage of many UI updates that have been coming along for the games, and these menus are now getting their fair share of work. The management tabs, or the company overview tab, the driver tab, trailer, truck, garage managers, etc., will have a revised overview subscreen, which is on the left. Overall, it gives a more polished look and provides some extra useful information along the way, which is always great to see. And then last but certainly not least, the DLC browser has also received a bit of a UI upgrade that make it easier for you to see what DLCs are available, what you may have, and what each DLC offers. So overall, it is fantastic to have the 1.56 open beta update finally on our plate for ATS. Now I say that, as far as I recall, this is the very first blog post for ATS talking about 1.56. SES Software has been putting out plenty of information, at least within the last few days, on the ETS 2 side for 1.56, but on ATS it has been very quiet, if my memory serves me correctly. Well, that is until now, so it's fantastic to see, once again, this update rolling out. Comment down below if you've already tried it, and once again, I will be doing my first look at the 1.56 open beta very soon, so keep an eye out here on the Prime Simulation channel for that video to come. Comment down below what you think about 1.56 open beta, and once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.